as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Check.
One, Omaha.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
And the catch made by Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Hey, alert!
Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Dig.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You better bring it. Let me know right now.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, He's capitalizing.
And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Watch your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
It's Coleman here. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Field goal's all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go.
The Niners take over first and 10.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
230.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 76 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. 20.
Check 31. Check 31.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Take 2 of them.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch it. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
First down.
Like 80.
Mike 54.
77. Black and third.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts skills and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
I'm coming for you. He's coming.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, it's brought in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A loss of 2 there, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed.
Minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second and 12, Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Easy.
He's checking crap.
These two.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Check right.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
And it certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball.